Good afternoon, YouTube. This is me, always George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I got some sad news to tell you, everybody, folks. This news was just dropped to me by one of my followers, my brother, from beautiful muscle women on Instagram. I want y'all to check him out. And this was posted. He posted on he sent to me on DMs on Instagram, and it was posted on Revolt TV Instagram. That Suzzane Douglas has passed away. Now, her death happened yesterday, and she was 64 years old. Now, Miss Douglas was born April of '57 in Chicago, Illinois, and she started her career around about the good part of the '80s. She did some stage work, but she also started out in acting in a movie, around about '81. But most people might recognize her from her first, more recognizable movie, the movie Tap, which starred the late Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. As you know, it was a movie about tap dancing. I think, it also had the Mills Brothers in it and several other actors. And she played the love interest to the late Gregory Hines. And it was a movie. I saw that movie many years ago when I was younger. It was a pretty good movie. If you're a fan of tap dancing, a lot of up and coming. Savon Glover was in that movie too, I believe. And this was really what her major, more of a, she already done a movie before, but this was more for starring motion picture debut. Anyway, she did some other movies during a good part of the '90s. Most notably, she was in the movie Jason Lyrics, and also the movie Inkwell. In '95, she starred in the series Parenthood with Robert Townsend. As you remember, she played the wife and mother to the Robert Townsend's character. And I used to watch. I didn't watch it that much. It was on WB back then when WB was like one of the only networks that featured a lot of WB and UPN featured a lot of black family sitcoms. And then when the series ended, around about the good part of the '90s, still she was doing some stuff. She did some movies. She's also, has some guest appearances in other TV shows. She was in the movie, not Way X, I'm sorry, Till I Got a Groove Back with Andrew Bassett and Regina King. And she did some other TV shows and movies. She's also had a part in the series The Parkers, and she also was in the Jack Black movie School of Rock. And she had appearances on TV shows like Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Criminal Intent. She kept doing her play work on Broadway and also off Broadway. She was also on other TV shows such as Bull, and also she did the series Bones. In 2015, she played Cicely Houston, the mother of Whitney Houston, in the Lifetime documentary movie about Whitney Houston. And she also was in the miniseries for Netflix called The Way You See Us, which was about the Central Park Five. She played the mother of one of the young men who was accused of raping a white woman in Central Park. As we all know, these five young men were eventually vindicated when they found out there was another man who committed the rape. And the movie was a miniseries that was on Netflix. I would say check it out, and because this is just the truth of it. You remember, and also this is a story of how we can be accused of crimes that we never committed. So even though she also during the time she did a couple of more stuff before she was diagnosed with cancer, and she was even though she was suffering with diagnosis with cancer, she kept on acting. She did a movie called Real Love in 2020, which was her last motion picture, and still was doing plays and working and trying to stay active. And she has, over her time career, she has garnered many friendships with actors like Angela Bassett and many others. And it's just, and she's one of those actresses that you may not recognize her right away, but you know her. You know, and it's just sad to hear her passing. Now she was married to her husband, Dr. Jonathan uh, Cobb, for over almost pretty much nearly 30 years, since 1989. So you might say a little over 30 years. And they'll have one daughter. So she passed yesterday at her home, and it's sad. She's 64 years old, and still. Some say it may not be young, but it's still young. And she's just an example, like I was saying, black don't crack. And I know a lot of her friends and families and people that work with her are going to miss her. It's sad when you hear somebody like this. And even though she's not one of these major motion picture stars, major actors, but this is somebody you have. A lot of people who grew up in the good part of the '90s, who have watched her on the series Parenthood, who've seen the movies in Jakes and Lyrics, and also just recognize her, just not just being just a great actor and performer, and just being just a beautiful woman, a beloved mother and wife. So we're gonna miss you, Miss Suzzane Douglas. You're in a better place, and you're with some friends, and just enjoy. We're just gonna enjoy your memories and the entertainment you gave us. Rest in peace, Miss Douglas. We're gonna miss you. You should be on our way, George Page. Like, don't like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.